Maguire header seals ManUtd's first Anfield win in 10 years. Liverpool suffer fourth consecutive defeat as Amorim wins back-to-back Premier League games for the first time. Liverpool's slump continued as Harry Maguire's header sealed a 2-1 victory for Manchester United in an exhilarating Premier League contest at Anfield. Cody Gakpo, who had earlier hit the woodwork 3 times, thought he had rescued at least a point for Liverpool when he tucked home in the 78th minute. The pressure had been building from the champions, who trailed after 62 seconds, Bryan Mbeumo having capitalised on a mix-up between Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate. Yet ManUtd had squandered chances of their own, with Bruno Fernandes striking the post with a very presentable chance during the first half. The Red Devils captain made amends when he volleyed in the sumptuous cross from which Maguire headed home the winner. ManUtd's victory takes them into 9th place, just 2 points behind Liverpool, who are 4th, but have now lost their last 4 games in all competitions. How the match unfolded. Having got back to his feet following a collision in midfield with Alexis Mac Allister and Van Dijk, Mbeumo made no mistake as he darted in behind Liverpool's captain and finished from ManUtd's pass to stun the home fans. Those supporters almost had a superb equaliser to celebrate in the 21st minute, but Gakpo struck the upright at the end of a sweeping move. Fernandes could have made Liverpool pay for that miss moments later, only to hit the right-hand post with a first-time shot from the edge of the box, but the woodwork came to ManUtd's rescue again at the other end from Gakpo's deflected cross. Gakpo slammed another effort against the post just after half-time, before a triple change from Arne Slot, bringing on Hugo Ekitike, Curtis Jones and Florian Wirtz, saw Liverpool go all-out attack. Mohamed Salah sliced wide from close range, but the pressure told when Gakpo steered in Federico Chiesa's centre. Liverpool's hopes of a comeback victory were quashed in the 84th minute, though, as Maguire expertly met Fernandes' brilliant cross. Though there was still time for Gakpo to head wide with the goal at his mercy as ManUtd held on for their first league win at Anfield since 2016. Slot's machine falters again. Slot would have been hoping the international window provided a well-timed break for his misfiring team, who had gone into it on the back of late defeats to Chelsea and Crystal Palace, as well as a UEFA Champions League loss to Galatasaray. But the nervousness around Anfield was palpable when Mbeumo struck. Slot was not happy that play was not called back for a Mac Allister head injury, but even so, Van Dijk and Konate failed to cover themselves in glory. But Liverpool's superstar attackers must shoulder responsibility too. Alexander Isak snatched at his one big chance, seeing a shot smothered by Sen Lamans midway through the first half. Gakpo toiled and tussled, 3 times frustrated by the frame of the goal before his luck finally turned, after Slot boldly switched to 4-2-4. Yet Gakpo and the bright Chiesa aside, Liverpool's attack faltered, with Salah particularly short of form. The Egyptian spurned a glorious opportunity when he was picked out by Miloš Kerkez at the back post, but was otherwise on the fringes, and he was subbed off in the 85th minute. This should just be a bump in the road for an elite team, but Slot will know the importance of stopping the rot soon. Liverpool face Eintracht Frankfurt on Wednesday, before heading to Brentford for their next league outing. Amorim's statement win. Is this finally lift-off for Ruben Amorim at ManUtd? The Red Devils managed an admirable 2-2 draw in the corresponding fixture last season, and also claimed a huge win at Manchester City, but those results ultimately proved false dawns. But this time, will it be different? ManUtd, for all their troubles, are into the top half and within touching distance of the top 4. Even at this early stage, that will be a huge morale boost. It could hardly have been a more ideal start for the visitors. Mbeumo deserves all the credit. He reacted sharply after that collision with 2 Liverpool players, and showed a great burst of pace to get behind Van Dijk, and then great composure to finish past Georgi Mamardashvili. It could easily have been more for ManUtd, too, even if they did ride their luck at the other end. Fernandes was frustrated by the woodwork, and Mason Mount directed a shot straight at Mamardashvili before half-time. It was more of a counter-attacking approach for ManUtd after the interval, with Matthias Cunha excellent as a link between defence and the forward line, while Fernandes worked tirelessly in midfield. Gakpo's goal did not take the wind out of ManUtd's sails, either, and when the big moment came, Maguire was on hand to secure a win that might just prove Amorim's team are on the right track. They host Brighton and Hove Albion next weekend. What the manager said, Arne Slot: "It is a difficult moment. We need to focus on ourselves. We had so many chances, we should score more, and we should have defended better than we did." It is always difficult to play against a team that defends in a low block, and mainly plays the long ball. It makes it even more difficult when you go 1 down after 1 minute. Ruben Amorim: "I think that was the biggest win in my time at Manchester United. We fought for every ball, we lost our composure in the second half, but the spirit was there, and that is the most important thing. If you have the spirit, you can win any game."